Praise is my passion, most high got me flattered. Speaking to my heart, the way it's moving through the patterns. Remind me of the Sabbath. Find a quiet place to rest. Read about the sun, blood flowing. There's more than minstrel when I lay the text. That mean I'm covered by the blood in case you missed it. Anti-secular patterns when my rhymes are full of misfits. It's such a delightful truth that I stand on. The roar through my ocean breeze take me away like hell gone. On high ground with my tags on. Bless me from my button up down to the crispy pants that I have on. See the sun I take a glance on. Present myself a living sacrifice, something I'm glad to take a chance.
Cookie. I wanna eat some Oreos, playing with cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, eating some Honey Nut Cheerios. How many can I get you? 3 of those. You want the little? No bigger O's. Mom, can you get?
Yeah. The ways, yeah. El Elohim, even Yahuwah has spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof out of Zion. I search for a perfect beauty like this everywhere. Bit in the aspect of the light, see your eye now. Never seen a perfect beauty like this. I found beauty in your love and I like it. Peer from my heart and my soul, man, I know ya. You gave me your love, so I'm gonna enjoy it. Here are my people, and I will speak. I show you, I will testify of my key. Offer thanksgivings and pay your vows. Don't be deceived, the king is coming down. You better get right, take the evil from his side. Dedicate your consciousness to that true, pick a side. The conscious people should live a life that speaks upright. Put away the evil and live a life that's in love. Cause I've never seen a perfect beauty like this. I found beauty in your love and I like it. Holy, 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 holy. Dear from my heart and my soul, metanoia. Holy, 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 holy. Gave me your love, so I'm gonna enjoy it. I search for a perfect beauty like this everywhere. Man, the aspect that I like in your eyes. Never seen a perfect beauty like this. I found beauty in your love and I like it. Hide your face from all my sins. With the blood of your affection, you made me cleanse. Holy, 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 holy. Holy, 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 holy. This the hidden holy love. Never seen a holy love. Come and get your holy love. Holy, holy, holy. This the hidden holy love. Never seen a holy love. Come and get your holy love. Holy, holy, holy. Surely my soul waits, and it waited on this good conscience, excessive holy love. If you ain't never had a holy love, come get your holy love from the true lights. That's Yah's ways. Yahweh, Yahweh.
Man. Let me just say, like, I usually wait, until I see an event, or until I see, something happening, or wait till a person put out a project. But I seen your name in so many places. I'm like, I need to get this person here now.
All praises to the Most High.
All praises, man. And with that being said, the green light is on. Kings and queens, welcome to another great conversation at IMTV Talks. And I am talking to the gift, the voice, the man, I don't know what to say. I look just speechless. The inspiration you hear on you've been hearing on most hooks lately, whether it be rap, whether it be R&B, rhythm of blessings, whether it be praise music, man. This is the person, the voice, Miss Sharman C. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. All praises to y'all. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. No problem, man. So, man, for starters, can you let the people know what
you're kind of breaking up?
you from?
Can you repeat it one more time? Because you kind of broke up.
Oh, I was saying, can you let the people know where you're from?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I was born in Oklahoma City, but I was raised in San Bernardino, California, and I've lived all over the world, but now I live in San Antonio.
Super
Texas.
cool. And how'd you get started working with the Most High? Walking with the Most High?
Walking, wow. So that was back in 2015 when I was in college. I went to college to study music. I got my associates in music technology, and then I got my bachelor's in theology. And so while I was in college in 2015, I heard there was a brother that used to be on YouTube, and he was talking about we were the Israelites. And I didn't want to hear it. I thought that it was sacrilegious, that we were doing something wrong. They were doing something wrong. And then I just had an epiphany. I'll hear you out. And I listened to him. And he brought up Deuteronomy 28. And I listened to him. And I wasn't one of those Israelites who got angry or had to think about it. As soon as I heard Deuteronomy 28, it clicked. And to me, it just made sense. And the reason why it made sense is because I remember being 9 years old. I read the Bible all my life. I've always loved the Most High. Even when I was walking in Christianity, I read the Bible for myself. I didn't listen to the pastor, and actually I wasn't never in love with a pastor. But I remember being a little girl, 9 years old, reading Deuteronomy 28, and I was like, wow, that sure does sound like Black people. And then I got scared that I had said something wrong. So when I heard it again in 2015, it was easy for me to connect with it. And at that point, I would tell my professors that I would tell them, how embarrassing, but I would tell them stuff. I'm a Jew. And, I won't say that now because I know I'm an Israelite, but I would tell them and they would just look at me like I was crazy. As a matter of fact, I had a professor pull me aside. He wanted a meeting with me. And so, but anyhow, that's history. But I've been walking with YAH since 2015, but I've always loved him. So.
Man, and not only can you sing, but you share a little bit about being a teacher. What made you choose that field?
Actually, I'm a substitute teacher, and the only reason why I did it is because my husband's sister and brother and his sister's husband are all teachers, and I'm usually at home doing my music or I'm writing or something like that. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law suggested that, you have a degree, so why don't you go ahead and teach? And you can still, my thing is I like to be off for feast days, and I don't like anybody to tell me that I can't be off for a feast day. So this is a perfect place for me to work where I can take off whenever I want to. I'm never obligated to continue working. So, but I love little children. They're bad as heck. I'm sorry. They are bad. They're awful. Sometimes I want to just get up and walk out, but I can't do it. These are 3rd and 5th graders. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's funny you said that because my son is in the 5th grade and my daughter's in the 3rd.
I make announcements. I do. I make announcements. I'm like, I'm not putting up with it today. If you all are going to make it miserable for me, I'm sending you right out with the principal and you'll stay there for the rest of the day. And they're like, dang, this lady's crazy. No, you make me crazy. So, but I love children. I love them. I love them.
Yeah, I love them too. But man, just like you said, like a lot of my family and friends are in that field, and I just be like, more power to y'all.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man.
Well, I used to just love to be with the high school and middle school, never middle school, but high school and no middle school. They're like the middle child, they're going through something. So I don't want to.
Man, I understand. So how did you begin singing truth music?
Well, there used to be on Pal Talk a place called Yeshua Speaks from the Beginning to End with Elder Jacob, Brother Jacob of Hebrew Radio Network, and Elder Shmani YAH. And they were some of the elders, and we had some other elders in there. And that was the first online connection that I made because I was searching. We're all searching to find somebody to fellowship when we first come into the walk because we're alone. Mm-hmm. So that's where I was. And it was a while before I met my first Israelite though. But anyhow, that's where I was. And after it kind of broke up and it was just Elder Sharman and YAH in there, I started just submitting some of the songs that I had done myself. And he started playing the songs in there. And I think the Zealots of Israel, Melchizedek group, they were in there, Yehoshua. And every time Elder would play some of my songs, he would always comment that they were really good. And he was like, wow, he was listening to the lyrics. And I got up the boldness and asked him if I could play it on their YouTube channel. And, you know, I'm much older and they're young, and he did. He said yes. And so I've been doing that for probably about 3-4 years, a little less than 4 years now. So that's how I got started, you know, with that, and with Elder Jacob, because he played one of my very first songs on the Hebrew Israelite radio network, called The Tribe of Judah. And I never thought it was that great, but I was excited with the song, but a lot of people did like it.
Man, super cool. Man, so for everybody that's watching and listening, like, if you've been following Truth Music, like I said in the beginning, you have seen this woman's name on a lot of projects that's been coming out this season. Okay. So at this moment, I want to ask you, Miss Sharman C, what is it like working with Aaliyah Tabi, Jamel the Trump Rattler, Hurt 2.0, and One Flesh?
Amazing. All praises to the Most High. Aaliyah is my very close friend. I met Aaliyah in 2018. She had some small things on that I would hear on the radio, and I had heard one of her songs. So when I met her in 2018 at a house, because we were going to house fellowship, and it was amazing meeting her, and we just clicked. We not fell away from being friends, but we lost connection until she went to an assembly that I had previously been at, and I went back there instead because I had went to the wrong place. But anyhow, Aaliyah's like a real close friend of mine. We're really, really close friends. So we always do things together. We complement each other. I don't know if you've ever heard us sing together, but we complement each other when we sing. For some reason, we can sing a song and we can hit our harmonies really, really well. So that with her, that's really cool. With her, he's amazing. You know, I actually have a song called He Gave Us His Name. And so I try to finish songs if I asked him. A lot of the people, I asked them, but Jamel, he did ask me for the last song. But I asked him to hear the song. And so he heard it and he goes, sis, I'll do it. I was so thankful because I'm expecting rejection because all of these people know each other and nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. So I give them the song to see if they'll do it. And he said yes. With One Flesh, I met them through, I think it was through Meshach.
Okay.
You know, yeah, through Meshach. And I forget how I had him, I don't know if you've heard a song that I did called All That Was Made. I asked him to get on it and he was so amazing. I gave him the song and I said, I had my part, of course. And I said, how do you like this song? Do you think you can do it? And what he said back to me was above and beyond what I had hoped for. And I let the zealots hear it. And when they heard it, they were like, hey, Sharman, Yehoshua wants to jump on this track. But it was already completed. So I was like, sure. And he put what he wanted to do, so I had to rearrange because I do music arrangements too. So when a lot of things, I try to do their music arrangements so that it flows, so that they'll say yes, maybe they'll like it. So that was a wonderful collaboration in Big Home Europe when I sent him that song Trees of His Garden. I don't know if you've heard that one, but I was embarrassed. I'm always scared to send it to people because I don't know what they're gonna say to me. You know, sis, you know, no. They did. He loved it. He said he loved it. As a matter of fact, on Facebook, he put the other day, he was sitting at his assembly. It was a big, massive assembly, and he had tagged me. So I don't It was after Shabbat because I don't go during Shabbat on social media anymore. So after Shabbat, I went to see what he was tagging me on, and it was them playing "Trees of His Garden" in their assembly. And he said they play it all the time, Sharman. They love it. And I'm like, wow, it amazes me. It really does amaze me. I'm really grateful.
Man, that's what's up. And do you have any albums out like that where that people can go listen to right now?
I have about 4 albums out.
Cool.
Yeah, I have 4. It's hard to find me because a lot of my songs, the majority of my songs are on the Zealots of Israel. They're on all platforms, no matter what. They're still on Apple. They're still on Spotify. They're on all platforms, but nobody knows me, so it's hard for them to get it. But I mean, if you look me up on Sharman C, you won't find a lot on. You'll find it on YouTube Music, but a lot on the Zealots. They're still using my full name, Sharman Castillo. So that in order to find a lot of my music, you would have to go on theirs, and it says Sharman Castillo, or my So Fresh Records. I have a limited. I only have the ones that I did collaborations, and I did one of my albums Through the Veil. I did put it on my So Fresh, but I usually save that one for other artists.
Man, true indeed. And hey, you saying nobody knows you, look. Hey, they know you now, cause look, I want to bring up Yahuwahville's listening party.
Oh, that was
you received a couple of crowns, man.
Wow! All praises to Yahuwah in the name of the Son, because honestly, that one really, I was like, wow, myself. I was like, wow, because I didn't have a big part in the song, and I just did the backup.
You thought it was a sample. They like, nah, that's you. Man, so how does it feel to be crowned Songbird and our Diana Ross of Truth Music?
I was, wow, because I don't think I compare to Diana Ross. I think she's like amazing. She's like, yeah. I'm like embarrassed because if I don't actually sound like that or, put it forth, then I might disappoint. But I felt honored. I felt really, really happy. I was there with my husband. We were watching it together. And when they said that, he was like, the Diana Ross of Truth Music. I'm like,
man.
That made me so happy. Because, with that song, The Most High, I usually sit in my studio here and I'm asking Yah what to do. But initially when I did that, I was going to echo what he says instead of, singing it with him. The ad-lib that I was doing, I was going to echo him. And then I'm like, gosh, I'm making this song into something totally different. So then, asking Yah, what do I do? And then go ahead and sing that part. And then at the end, when I did the you are everything, and I did it in the falsetto voice that I did it, when I wrote him, I said, I put other extra parts in there, but you can take them all out if you want to. So I was surprised that he left all the things in there that he did.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to stay.
That was definitely something special, man. And that Yahuwahville, that's a great project. Look,
oh my gosh, the whole album.
The whole album. Like, look, shout out to my girl, Sister Delta. I was the one who had to kick Lucille out of Yahuwahville for trying to go after Jamel. I had fun working on that script, man.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Huh?
I can't wait to see her. I'm gonna bring it up. She did her thing. She's the nicest.
Super cool.
She took care of me in Atlanta.
Man, that's what's up. For sure. Man, so what I want to do now is music inspiration. And I'm going to just name a few songs and you just share what these songs mean to you.
Okay.
And the first song, and this is actually my most favorite song from Aaliyah, but it's a song y'all did called Hear My Prayer.
Mm-hmm. Aaliyah, it's me, Aaliyah, and Lydia El Natan. Wow. You know, she does a lot of things from out of the Psalms, the book of the Psalms. And when they come over and they record in my house, you know, Aaliyah's a perfectionist too. You know, she really is. And she's really do this, but I'm like this. You know what? I'll wait till you all leave. And I usually wait till I do. I'm being honest. I'm like, I'll let them put down their parts and I might put down something just to make them happy. But I'm like, I'll re-record. But that's a beautiful song to hear my prayer to the Most High. It's something. And you know what? I listened to that song in the past more so when you're going through something deep or when you have some problems or, you know, for me, anxiety or any kind of stress or whatever, hear my prayer to the Most High. That's a beautiful song. That Aaliyah wrote that song, and we're her sisters that she always calls on when she wants like some parts in there. But I usually wait for my sisters to leave and then I do it so that I can be free to make mistakes or free to make sure that it's gonna sound good, and then I send it back to her and see what she says.
For sure. And the next song is another favorite. This is from One Flesh album, the song Beyond the Stars.
Oh wow.
I'm reaching behind the stars.
I was scared kind of because I didn't know what he was gonna think. As the moonlight flickers over, you know, I just had the mental picture of the Ruach, because he said it's above the stars, you know. And I was sitting here with YAH and I was like, what should I say? And so I just get into the part, I will meditate and think, what does YAH want me to say? But I was thinking of the water, the moonlight flickering over the water as the Ruach is taking me above the stars, beyond the water, beyond the veil, I must go. And yeah, I mean, that's a beautiful song and it made me so happy. I didn't know how they were gonna take it either, because if you hear it, it sounds kind of jazzy, kind of weird. I tried. That was a hard song for me to get it into the words to fit. So I mean, that's a beautiful song. I love that. But every song that I sing, it's because of personal experience or it's something that I really want to do. I'm not just saying words to say words. I'm saying and imagining it. It's like it's a picture in my head. And like I told Ray Chantel one time, it's like a puzzle also, because I think everything that we sing and everything that we write is already written in the Sharman, and it's just appointed to different people to sing those songs. So I'm just waiting for the right words and the right, the right, cadence to come down so that I can put it in order. Yeah, I love that song. That's an amazing song. You should hear the other ones that we're doing together. Oh my gosh.
I was at work when the album actually came out. I kept that mug on half my shift. I kept that song on to repeat the most.
Yay! All praises. I love that song. All praises to the Most High. That's a beautiful song. It really is. And Joseph can sing. I remember with that song, how embarrassing. I'm going to say this. With all that was made, I had the audacity, and I apologized to him too. I had the audacity because I knew that he rapped. I said, do you mind singing? Do you know how to sing? And he told me, yeah, I think I can probably do something for you. And it was so amazing. He just over. Which one is that?
Oh, we was just talking about Yahuwahville, the song called Everything. You, Jamel, and Yurt.
Oh my gosh, they both brought it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. When he asked me to sing that song, because I don't think initially it was me that, because, I was listening to it along with y'all. So when he said that, Yurt had said to he wanted a singer, I hadn't spoken to Yurt. So he probably initially had somebody else that they wanted on there. But Jamel, when he sent it to me, he goes, I'm going to send you something and see if you want to sing on it. And so when he initially sent it to me, I was like, wow, you know, it was beautiful. So it was fun to go behind him. And the things that I did sing on there, I was kind of nervous because he didn't ask me to do all of that. You know, like in the transitioning from him to Europe, I did the ooh, I did that part, and then I did the you are everything. But I didn't know he wanted me to do that, you know. But I went ahead and did it to see if he would want to keep it in there. And then all the ad libs I was putting in there, I didn't know if he would want all those ad libs. So I was sure to just write him and say, you know what, whatever you don't want, just take it out. I'm not going to be offended. But he kept everything in there. And I was like, wow, praise YAH. And he's told me, because he's mixing and mastering some songs for me. And he's told me in the past that I have like a more of an old school kind of sound, you know, and I like the old school. I like that Motown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that Motown, and I like old school. I just do. I was raised back then, you know, in the 80s, grew up, and I like it. And I think it's something that should be brought back, some of it, because there's different flavors for Israelites. You know, there's a lot of rap, and our people really love that. There's a lot of R&B, our people like that. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to, I don't even remember the name of my song myself, but I have a new song out that I did with Aaliyah and another brother named Baruch Ahaya, and it's like a techno song. And yeah, and a lot of people love it. As a matter of fact, on Spotify, this is kind of embarrassing. Well, it's amazing. It in Finland, in Finland, it is like doing so well. In Germany, in the Philippines, and over there in those countries, it's doing amazing.
That's
and
amazing.
he's doing another one of my songs that Aaliyah and I are doing together. That sounds more like an 80-ish kind of sound.
Okay.
But people like that. You know, we've got to make sure that it's across the board for everybody, because everybody's not singing and you know, playing the same kind of music. So we've got to open it up for all of our brothers and sisters. And as a matter of fact, Jamel just sent me, I should have sent it to you to let you hear it, but Jamel's he did a song with me recently, and he just sent me back the mastered copy called He's Coming Soon, and it sounds more like an old Negro spiritual. It does, but he's doing his thing in there. He's doing their thing, and that's one song where I did go ahead and hit like one of the high E's in there for it. It's beautiful. So I think I'm going to release it as a single. I'm not going to have any more albums because I keep releasing all my songs as singles. So you know what I mean?
Man.
But I have two albums coming up, two more albums coming out. One with Aaliyah and another one, but it's an album filled with collaborations, just like Yahuwahville, but it won't be like a Yahuwahville that it's, you know, he did that album. He knew what he was doing from start to finish. So,
man, well, shout out. Look, I wanted to say shout out to Jamel for keeping everything in everything.
Yes, that was a beautiful song. I'm so grateful to have been included in that. I'm so grateful he asked me. It sounded good before I put anything in there, but you all don't know how honored I felt and how I praised YAH and thanked him for it, because I don't know. I know that I always tell people, you know, I have a different kind of style, and I'm kind of different. So, you know, I don't know how I'm received. And so it really made me happy when everybody was so gracious and kind.
Glory to YAH, man. Yeah. And can you share about the song that you mentioned, the song you did with J Mar called All That Was Made? Can you share about that one?
All That Was yes, it's like, it's called All That Was Made, and it's dang, I wish I could sing it. I wish I had it there for you, but I mean, it's like, it's beautiful. It's like Abba asked Job, were you there when I created rain and taught thunder how to rumble? Did you still not understand that he was standing in front of the great one? Abba, open up my eyes so that I can surely see the wonders of your mind. I mean, it's deep. It's about Job, and it's about Job and going deep with YAH, and both of them just came on behind it. And he came and he sang with me on, you've got to hear this song, because he sang with me on the I told him, would you please join me in the everybody calls it the hook, I say the chorus.
Yeah.
You know, can you join me in that? And he overdid it. He killed it. So when I had it mixed and mastered with the guy that I have it mixed and mastered, he had his voice kind of lower than mine. And I said, no, I sent him back. And I said, you have to raise his vocals up because they have to be equal, if not a little bit higher than mine. Because what he brought to the table, all that was made, it was made by YAH. And it was so powerful that I have a guy who had left a message. I can't think of his name, but you would know him. He liked it so much. He goes, this should be sent out to the 12 tribes. And he reposted it on his thing. So, I mean, I get a lot of nice things said about the music that I do. And, you know, I get, you know, there's a lot of people that know me, but it seems like they're in other countries. We're here. So it's an honor, even, you know, to be talking to you. You know, I'm really, truly honored.
No problem, man. And last but not least, can you share about the song "Don't Go"?
Don't Go. Well, let me tell you, I was surprised that you even heard that song because I have not published it for the public yet. It's on the Zealots website, I mean YouTube, but I haven't, you know, sent it out to the stations yet. I wrote that song 20 years ago. 20 years ago. I wrote that song 20 years ago, and I think I finished it maybe like 2 years ago, and we're just now publishing it because it was supposed to go on somebody else's mixtape. And don't go till you've heard about the truth of his love, till I've introduced you to YAH's only son. So back then I was saying, you know, using G-O-D, and I don't say it myself, you know, I don't say anything to anybody who does, but I just use YAH's, you know, the Hebrew names. But anyhow, don't go. I let some little children hear that first. My girlfriend's children, I was picking them up for her. And we were driving, and I said, you guys want to hear a song I just finished? And they're like, yeah. I hadn't even had it mixed and mastered yet. So I put that song on, and they were silent. They were just sitting there silent, and I'm driving, and they're silent. And as soon as it was done, they said, can we hear it again? And I said, you really want to hear it again? They said, that is awesome. I love that song. And I sung it. Did I sing it? No, I didn't sing it at in Mississippi. I don't know. I think I did sing it in Mississippi. That was the very first time I sang it publicly in Mississippi. But I just recently let it out. I mean, you know, released it. But I still have not sent it to Distro Kids so that it can be sent out, you know, to all the stores. Did you like it?
Oh yeah, it's dope.
But I have a lot more music. I really do. I have probably about 50 songs out. I have 50 songs out. I have 4 complete albums. I have a beautiful song that I think is like an anthem called The Struggle. All the Struggle. I think that's like a really, really hot, beautiful song for Yasharel. But I want to tell brethren that when you get music, because I purchase all my music and I make sure I have a license, or I produce my own music, or if somebody might send me a beat, I'm going to tell you to be careful with your music, because with that particular song, it's an amazing song. I love it. It's one of my favorite, top 5 favorite songs that YAH has given me. But the person who had initially given me the music said that we just did a small portions, you know, with each other. There was 6 or 7 of us who did a small version of The Struggle. But I asked if I could have the music so I could do a complete song because I love the song so much.
For
He
sure.
said, sure. And I said, is there going to be any problems? He said, absolutely not. You can have it. But it's the song that I wrote, but I still get all kinds of messages where I have to share such and such, which is not a problem, but it is not my song completely.
Gotcha.
Even though it's copyrighted, the words, it's not. So I just want to send a warning to Yasharel, make sure when you're getting your music that you wrote it or you trust whoever it is that wrote the music for you.
True indeed. I understand that completely, man. And yeah, you know, a minute ago you was mentioning about the albums and the songs, and you know, you did some amazing collabs. I wanted to ask, what's next for Sharman C?
Ooh, so Aaliyah and I, thank you for asking. Aaliyah and I have an album coming out, The Law of Kindness. So the sisters that we have, a lot of people want to hear, because if you've heard Aaliyah perform in her long performance, she had a song where it's like, we be kicking like karate. It's called Spiritual Combat. It's a spiritual combat, and she just did her portion, but it's actually a longer song, and it's me, her, and YAH Q. So,
Oh,
yeah, a lot of people don't know that she's on there, but she's actually on that song. So that's coming out. We have everybody. There's so many different sisters, Faith in Israel. We have so many different sisters on that album. There's so many that so many. And then I have an album that I'm working on right now. It's a collaboration with a whole bunch of different artists. But I recently had a sister tell me, you know, Sharman, why can't you do an album where you're just singing by yourself? You know, it's okay. I'm like, what? I wasn't said, you know, this was a planned thing. This was a planned move. But if the Most High gives me the grace and, you know, the ability to do it, I'm just going to release a bunch of singles and I'll think about doing another album. But I'm just going to collaborate with as many brethren that ask me, because I love doing things with the brethren. I really do. I really do love it. I love singing. I love singing praises to the Most High. I have, I'm an author, so I have one book that's published. I have 5 books that were published, but when I came into the truth, I took them all off. And so I rewrote one, it's republished, and I'm working on the second one. And then I have an audio series on YouTube also of those books, in just magazine articles, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to do a lot, because, you know, I, like Jamel said, you know, and Preacher told me, he doesn't want to get before the Most High and tell him that he doesn't know him. And when you look inside my studio, YAH has not withheld anything from me. He's given me anything my heart's desired, but I don't feel like I'm doing enough towards the work. So that's going to be on my agenda, to do more, you know, to get the work in so that I please YAH when I stand before him.
Man, well, yeah, like I said, I've been listening, and I definitely can't wait to hear more.
Well, praises. Well, it's there. A lot of people don't know. They don't know where it is on YouTube, but it's either under Sharman C or under Sharman Castillo. And if you want the majority of my music, it's under Sharman Castillo because it's on the Zealots. But it can still be found under Sharman C. On YouTube Music, it's only found under Sharman C.
Cool, man. So if y'all listening and watching, man, go look for that Sharman Castillo, man. So I always ask my first time guests, how does the Most High inspire you to keep moving forward?
Well, I love YAH. I have loved YAH since I was a little girl. I think it's because I always tell him he never does not answer me. I've had so many experiences with the Most High that I don't think people would believe it, but I don't have a need to lie, because, you know, I'll stand before him one day and give an account of the things that he has allowed me to see, the things he's allowed me to do. Just real quick, there was one time years and years ago before I even came into the truth where I owed, this is like putting my business out there, but I'm also telling you how faithful YAH is, where I owed a lot of money. And I was like, where am I going to get this money from? And I didn't tell my husband because I wasn't a bad wife. It's just I was scared. I was like, and he expected, because I was working, he was working. He's like, okay, so just make sure you take care of this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I went to the Most High and I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So what I did is every day I walked around my house. I lived in a not a duplex, townhouse. And I walked around the block 6 times for 6 days. On the 7th day, I walked around 7 times, like Jericho. I fasted and I prayed. And I believed the Most High. I had Bank of America at the time, and my account was empty. And I said, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to walk up into the bank, and that money's going to be there. And so I walked up into the bank, and then I checked my phone, and there was no money. So I was like devastated, and I went back home. And so I was like, you know what? I'm still going to believe you. I'm going to believe you. The very next day, it was a Thursday, because Friday is when that was a Wednesday. It was a Thursday. I looked into an account that I had not looked, and it showed that 4,800 or 4,300, something like that, would be sent to my account on Friday. And that was faith in YAH. I believed him. YAH has bailed me out of so many things that I put my own self in. He has never neglected me. I almost died so many times, but I mean, I flatlined twice when I did not know him, but he still came and he, in my sin, he still, revived me, and I'm here today. YAH has been so kind and so good. When my family, and as you see, nobody's here with me today because nobody's in the truth in my household but me. My husband, my children are gone. They're gone to their in-laws to celebrate, their day. But I have faithfully walked with YAH, and he has faithfully held my hand. There's no way I would give up my father or my Hamashiach for anybody. They have been with me always. I love the Most High. So what inspires me? Because he's faithful. He was faithful when I was not. So, and he loves me. I am assured of YAH's love. I don't doubt him.
For sure. Man, and what advice can you give to those who are preparing to start singing for YAH, singing truth music, or like you said, you're an author, for those getting ready to start writing for YAH? What advice could you give to those people?
The truthful, honest answer is just do it. What does it say? Write the vision and make it plain. So yeah, Habakkuk 2:2. So when you do it, even with, I'm sitting here and, all of these are just like lyrics. I can have them in my head, but when I write them down, I make it plain. So when you write it down, just do it. I always encourage people who want to do music to reach out to the brethren. Not everybody is, not everybody is unapproachable. The majority of everybody, you can approach them and they're willing to help. I know that I am. So, I've had a lot of artists who've come to me and didn't do anything before, and now they are singing. I won't name them, but, to me, just do it. If you have a song, write a song, get it mixed and mastered. If you can't mix and master it, ask somebody. If you're on Facebook and you're following somebody, ask them. Go into their DM and ask them, Not everybody is going to say no. Some might, but, YAH will always lead you in the direction that you should go. If you want to write a book, write your book. It's not rocket science. Open up Word and write your book. It might not be, perfect, because I certainly had somebody tell me in my book, in a review years ago, because I wrote all those books before college. And she goes, there are so many grammatical errors in this. I had to put it down. I'm like, whatever, lady. So what? the other lady underneath her said, "Oh my gosh, I just love this. This is the most wonderful story." And I'm like, if you had to look past those errors, you would have read a great story. But she was right. Yeah. So I'm like, go ahead and write it. But although I had those errors, what did I do? I still published the book. I still published it. I had a publisher, my first 7 long years to get out of that contract. I'm telling people, don't sign contracts. Don't sign a contract. Self-publish your book. So I self-publish all my books now. But just write it. Write it. You never know who might like your story. Write your book and then, let all your friends know. And somebody will purchase it. And when you get copies of your book, because you get them at a very discounted price, pass them out to your friends so that they can pass it out to somebody else. But just do it. That's my whole thing. Make a move forward. Don't think about, oh, I want to do this, or I wish I could do this. You don't need to wish about anything. You don't need to desire. Do it. Just do it. Right?
Man. And you just do it. Man, it's interesting.
Huh?
It's interesting you say that. It's interesting you say that because like that remind me of the new song I have out called Bust a Move.
Bust a Move. See, that's prophetic. Bust a move, do it. Not what you want to do. Do it. All you have to do is do it. People are afraid to make the first step. Because let me tell you, I've been saying I'm going to the gym forever. I'm like, I couldn't put something on and I was like, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym and I've been faithful at it because yes, just do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do it this time. And I just got up and did it and forced myself to go.
For sure.
Chunky. Because I was getting chunky. I already have like a chubby face and I'm not chubby. That's the whole thing. But I'm like, oh, get up and do it.
It always have this thought like you make a move, he match a move.
That's right. That's right. If you make a move, if you start walking, YAH opens up doors for you. If you're sitting there, I think a lot of us think that he's gonna come take us by the hand and this is what you do. He will, but if you start moving in a direction, he'll start opening those doors because he sees you're serious and he's gonna baruch you. Just do it,
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, well, what can I say? Kings and queens, look, this has been another great conversation. IMTV Talks. I thank you once again, Sharman, for coming through and telling your story, man. Like I said, a lot of your singing, the work you've done in Yasharel has been amazing.
I love it. All praises. Thank you for having me, honestly.
Man, no problem at all. Man, so with that being said, we finna get into some more righteous music. This your friendly neighborhood DJ, Yoel Yahuda with Sharman Castillo. We checking up out of here. We just want to say much love. Continue to love the Most High. Love each other and love yourselves. Take care and be blessed, y'all.
Where's this one from?
The Bobo Ashanti tribe, present-day Ghana, 19th century.
For real? And what about this one?
That one's from the Edo people of Benin, 16th century.
Now, tell me about this one.
Also from Benin, 7th century, Fula tribe, I believe.
Nah.
I beg your pardon.
It was taken by British soldiers in Benin, but it's from Wakanda. And it's made out of vibranium. Don't trip, I'm gonna take it off your hands for you.
These items aren't for sale.
How do you think your ancestors got these? You think they paid a fair price? Or did they take it like they took everything else?
See him coming for horses. White, red, black, green one. Coming from my power sources. Never coming off his courses. Like I said, we coming enforcement. My history, I got the tour for that. Yeah. Life is in the blood, who made the sacrifices? Codependent on the ruach when I'm analyzing. The world's wicked, 2/3 they getting body quick. No Babylonian can tell me that they won't submit. The end of the Gentile reigns here, it's over for 'em. Captivity turning, Mashiach got us all prepared. That reciprocity was spoken, you know what power said. They speaking blasphemy and war, the beast is killing himself. My rank and order is supreme, you know I'm moving stealth. Really Yehuda, tribe my kinsman Yahusha. Yeah, redeem my bloodline on all sides with a true ride. Torah, my heritage was stolen by the European. Can't put no picture on my lineage, so call me Freeman. Yahuwah's portion is his people, Jacob waking up. Army commanded by the chief, I'm firm in my belief. Remember the days of old, them hearts is waxing cold. The wicked flee when none pursues, the righteous gon' be bold. Lion of Judah slaying kings, you know what that means. Heathen was up in the beginning, now it's a murder scene. Them dyed garments dipped in blood, my avengers coming. He made a promise to recompense all his adversaries. And then my adversaries who hate my Elohim. That winter colder than the storm that come in February. The resurrection of my people wasn't dry bones. Seen who's made of flesh, we out the dirt, we headed to our home. Oh, stink to Yahuwah. Was moved to jealousy by a nation that was no nation. They full of vanity and pig meat, them abominations. I'm reaping coals on their head, I got my powers back. I penetrate the institution, not no time to slack. Coming with pressure, endurance, the patience of the Kodesh. And every knee will bow to Mashiach, no need to flex. Purging them rebels out the wilderness to get them gone. Just like that lion on my chest, I make my presence known. I don't have forever bond, servant, slave. I say whatever he tell me, not trying to ride no way. That's my protector, the ancient of days. Raise a man, see rightfully just to a grave. Righteous judgment of the earth is here. The age is in it for the beast, but it's salvation for my heritage. He gave me wisdom and I'm sharing it. And no, I don't support no interracial marriages. Can't say I'm racist, ain't no system that was built for me. Except the Torah of Yahuwah and my family tree. That's what it looked like to see the black man when he free. Freedom. I'm not no stepping fetching coward, it's the final hour. It's still a final warning. You know the day is coming. The amount of hours will be flowing with that living water. Day of Yahuwah is a hit on Babylon's daughter. I bet you believe the prophecy when you see the slaughter. I speak truth, so you know they mad at me. The 4 horses riding for the family. At his return, you know it's calamity. But the wicked still speaking blasphemy. Yeah, I get it cracking at them Christian pastors. I speak that judgment to the beast, hit the Catholic priest. I'm not Islamic, I'm a terrorist to institutions. I scare the heathen like I'm Huey Newton. I'm a Black Panther on the other side of lawlessness. Came to bring a sword, not no peace, I lead that to the streets. Me and the prophet is been riding for the King of Kings. We stand in powers, make the wicked flee the scene. I've been preaching, teaching, speaking Torah over 7 years. That word of knowledge, wisdom coming to who hasn't had. The heathen's greatest fear, biggest nightmare. A tribe and a Benya who are taking it to the square. Yeah, I know I speak with a prophetic voice. A thought leader in this truth, my ruach bulletproof. On that Yahuwah juice, the Malachim's loose. The 7th trumpet being blown, we in tribulation. I speak truth, so you know they mad at me. 4 horses riding for the family. At his return, you know it's calamity. But the wicked still speaking blasphemy. What you know about the revelation? Yahuwah, the righteous judge. What you know about the revelation? Yahusha. Sacred flower be my fortune, baby. You taught this man how to love, baby, loving man. My whole heart is on this platter at your command. No, I won't sleep on you. Your smile is a gift and your shape is so beautiful. Got them strings on my heart, you've been pulling it. In that dress, you a spark to my consciousness. All eyes on you, wherever we go, you the centerpiece. Can't imagine your energy flowing infinity, giving me purpose, divinity, and creativity. And we got us a love child, and this passion is precious, ain't no one replacing it. You've been flourishing, and that glow in your skin is within. Shea butter and frankincense, coconut oil essentials all over your soul, you're a remedy. Elegance, your caliber woman get all the attention, I'm listening. I know that you're a precious jewel. Ain't no limit to what we can do. Divine feminine inside of you.
Who disciples the dope boys? These sermons get wheels turning like chauffeurs or Uber drivers. I've been inspired by Obadiah to bring the truth in the game full of open liars. I'm in the lion's den, don't need a violin. Ain't no sad song, this a big win. Shh. Mufasa still sleeping. Landed on my feet when they threw me off the deep end. See walking how I be walking. Bruce Banner how they be hawking for the green but ain't beanstalking. I stand firm, my boy, this ain't no lean talking. About face, get on my face when my king talking. Pastor of the street, shepherd the flock. Real estate and stocks, reinvest in the block, yeah. Rain or drought, I keep on serving. Giants better duck, the slingshot still working.
Never wanna work another job in my life, yo. The key to success is the happiness inside. So gotta get up early if you wanna get the ride. Preparation and drive, let the ruach be your guide. Click positive pictures up, visualize it first. Rid yourself of negativity, it'll put you in a hearse. Kick your thirst, expand on your wild ideas. Get some flies out, girl, you can't be scared out here. Most of us hinder ourselves because we lack. We in a conversation that'll put us on track. Instead we cave into the fears and insecurities, doubts, obstacles, and all the possibilities of being more than what we ever dreamed. Let them doors fly open as you imagine your self-esteem. Higher, stronger, best player on the roster. Being better because it is in you to prosper.
What if it's joy on the track? My sis and I are back. Whether we shop or we flat drive, we don't lack, strike a match. We blaze in the dark, creatively spark. Music went hard, I know you loving these bars. Real people, and like most of these stars. See, when we get together, it's like magic on Mars. Bringing back melodies that don't exist on the charts. And here we are, reviving a lost art. Thanks to Abba, beautiful musical cantata. Thankful for the gift that he gave to his two daughters. Hot like lava, regardless of the trauma in the aqua toasting. Pina colada.
All the powers is ours, we devour the cowards. Standing strong like a tower, nor the day nor the hour. His return is for certain. Better sure up your worship. Better plan out your purpose, cause your life has been purchased. I walk in blessings, not curses. Yep, I represent Torah. See, my king is Yahusha. Yep, and he goes before us, taking down all our enemies who mistake our identity. In the place of the dynasties where he placed us on bending knee. Calling plays like a quarterback, in the cut like a cul-de-sac. Like Moshe on the mountaintop, coming down to the golden calf. And the tablet and